Hey, 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 it's yours truly, Miss Peaches, your child cat extraordinaire. Listen, honey, it ain't even Sunday yet. Usually Sunday Vibes 813 comes to you on Sundays. But today I'm dropping you it's too much tea sitting in front of me right now for me not give it to you. Listen, Sunday Vibes 813 is starting right now. Check out this new intro.
Yeah. Plans that I had in the future. I remember I was thinking about babies, whether a boy or girl, and what we would name it. It hurts we never made it. I just assumed that you lied when you told me you never leave me.
Listen, we are back. It's Miss Peaches, your child care extraordinaire. Make sure you're checking out Sunday Vibes 813 on YouTube to catch all the filters. Make sure you're checking out Sunday Vibes 813 on Facebook. Make sure you're checking out Sunday Vibes 813 on YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Instagram is where you'll find all the stories that don't make it to the show. But you can also comment and get in on it. We got a couple things going on. I got Instagram here with me. Never went live on Instagram, so shout out to them. Shout out to Facebook. They're not here this time. We're gonna see what happens on Instagram. At any rate, I just want to get right into it. I'm just gonna get right into it. Listen, first up the bat is Cardi B and Jessie Woo. Now, Jessie comes to us. Jessie is this Instagram comedian, when all everybody was blowing up doing those kind of things. Jessie came to us, or came to me anyway, honey child, during those times. And anyway, so she made appearances here and there. Jessie's been really like taking her fame, if you will, to her advantage. Now, what has happened is I got a couple of notes for you, honey, so I don't skip over nothing. Anyway, what has happened is there was a lawsuit that was being filed. Okay, so Jessie went to Cardi for some advice. So she jumped in her DM like, "Hey, I know you may not know me, this and that, but I want to know the same people that you have a lawsuit going on with are the same people that I'm thinking about doing business with and stuff like that." Cardi left the girl on red. She didn't respond to her. So we're going to jump forward a little bit. Now, Jessie ended up having to sue like her management or whatnot. And so with in doing that, she did it on live. And so she was just naming the situation, in my opinion. Jessie was just naming the situation. And she mentioned Cardi's situation, not to name names and not to throw her under the bus or anything. She just said it, and so anyway, Cardi then jumped back, clapped back at her like, "Wait a minute, like what you doing? Like be quiet." So this is when it started to like catch fire. So after that, um Cardi B was like, "Wherever you getting this information from, whoever told you that, it's not true, this and that." Now, T is, honey, Jessie right here in the pink. Jessie done went on live and done said that the industry brought Cardi B into the situation to almost like destroy Nicki Minaj, to destroy this female hate. And so Jessie's thing was she was just using that as an example, but her thing was of how the industry put people together and do things in the background to put people against each other. So at any rate, she just mentioned that situation, some tea that she had. No. Anyway, so Cardi B was like, "Shut it down. Every time, you mention, like, don't even mention my name." Anyway, so Jessie was like, "My bad. I'm just talking about stuff like somebody told me." Jessie's like, I'm not even the one saying like I said this information. She's saying it like this is what somebody told me. It's not even, it's people that we know, but it's like the producers and the managers. It's really, really deep. This tea just dropped today, and among other tea, honey, which we're gonna get into. But anyway, so I just want to give y'all a little tea. I think it's going to die really fast. I think that the bigger tea is that Cardi B and the Nicki Minaj situation. This is something that I think a lot of people already have thought about and already have crossed your mind, whether you're a barber, whether you're a Cardi B fan. And at the same time, here somebody goes saying, "Well, this is what is being said in the background." I think that that's the bigger T, and that's what's going to catch more news versus Jesse actually saying it. However, once again, Samoti is that Jessie is she's dropping like a album, or she's we don't know what Jessie doing. We don't know if she's a singer, she's a like rapper, what she got going on, but she has some music coming out. So this is the part where I say it's not gonna last long. That's the tea with these two ladies. We just gonna see, but anything with Nicki and Cardi B shuts it down. Like, she does not have it. Listen, so that's that on that. I'm gonna take them off. Listen, Sunny Vibes 813 on YouTube, Sunny Vibes 813 on Facebook, and Sunny Vibes 813 on IG. Make sure you're checking out Sunny Vibes 813 on IG. Make sure you look for this right here, that red and black logo. Please do not be fooled. Listen, Sunday Vibes 813 on IG is where you check out all the stories that don't make it here in front of me right now. Listen, let's keep it moving. It's so much tea in front of me right now. What to go, what to go, what to go, what to go. What do you want to know? Let's take it here. You know what? Yes, let's go here. Now, check out Sunny Vibes 813 on YouTube. That's where you're gonna find all of these filters. Also, Sunny Vibes 813 on IG. Listen, we got Tessa Brown in front of us again. Tessa Brown is in front of us again. This girl is so funny. Her situation is so funny. She's just like it's just one of these things that just won't go away. And when it come back aggressive. You know, I use that a lot when my children get colds and sneezes and different things. I say it's real aggressive. It's coming back aggressive. And Tessa Brown is coming back aggressive. Sorry, I was just looking at her right quick. Her eyes are just so, look at me. At any rate, she's back. And now let me back you up, just in case you don't know who this girl is. Tessa Brown came to us because apparently she couldn't find any edge control. Okay, so the closest thing to her in the bathroom, I assume it was the bath. In my head, she was in the bathroom, and she when she realized that she didn't have an edge control, so she started to use uh Gorilla Glue, like actual glue on her head. So time had passed and she couldn't get it out. They done made music about the girl. She done had not a surgery, but the doctor had to come in and formulate this special formula, right? So let's get into it, to rinse her hair out. Now she had to do a little cutting, a little trimming, and this is what we have in front of us right here. Tessa Brown. Now, Tessa Brown says that this formula is what helps her grow her hair back. And what we see in front of us is her hair growing back or whatnot. Now, she's been very open about her situation, about her hair growth process, and just really the whole thing from beginning to end. So now she's sponsoring what's called Forever Hold. She says that it's the serum that she's been using on her hair. Huh? What you say? What do I think? Oh, okay, since you asked. I think that this is listen, do your thing. You understand what I'm saying? When you get this attention and this kind of attention or whatnot, do your thing. You definitely want to take advantage of it. I just don't think that this is the product that she needs to be sponsoring. I think that she needs to sponsor something else. I don't even know what it is, but it needs to have nothing to do with hair care products. That's just how I feel. Y'all let me know in the comments. Ladies, you're going to get your hair done and you see Forever Hold finna be applied to your edges. What are you going to do? Listen, Sunny Vibes 813 on YouTube, Sunny Vibes 813 on Facebook, and Sunny Vibes 813 on IG. I get so excited. This is one of my favorite parts of the show. EvansandToddlerStore.com is definitely where you want to be. Everything on this website, from the smallest things to the biggest things, are designed to help mommies along their way. The number one selling product are these are these water are not waterproof? I'm looking at the details here. Are these natural washable women's pads? And it is definitely everything that I just said. No more chemicals, no more dyes, no more trash, no more nothing. Just your body needing to do exactly what it needs to do. Women have told me that it has even shortened their menstrual cycle. So definitely check out infantandtoddlerstore.com. So many wonderful things to check out. So many beautiful things for these babies. Let's keep it moving. Now, this is what you came here for. This is what you came here for. Listen, Bill Cosby has been released from prison today. It is so many details unfolding about his situation, and this is another situation that I think is going to get a lot of broadcasting, like a lot of attention drawn to it. But at the same time, I do not think it's going to last long because I'm going to ask you a bigger question later. Listen, what we have here is one second. Okay, so what happened here is he about in 2005, I believe it was. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Bill Cosby charges dropped. Okay, 2005. Andrea Costan sued Mr. Cosby for sexual harassment charges. Okay, so what has happened is back in 2005 he made a plea. Now, T is that he was told and everything that if you go ahead and make a plea, a financial plea, pay her off, make it go away, input your plea, and then, it'll all go away. So he was under the assumption that if he pled guilty and did everything that he was told that he needed to do, everybody will be happy. Let's just say it that way, okay? Now, so what has happened is fast forward in 2000, I think 18, I think it was. 2018, the charges got opened back up because over y'all, you guys remember over like 60 women had came forth with saying, the same thing that he had that he had done these things to him and whatnot. So the charges got brought back up, which puts him in prison for 3 years, which is current today. Now, the T is he's being released immediately, or was released immediately, honey, because it's almost like it's giving double jeopardy vibes. It's given, I already made a plea, I already satisfied you, almost like you tricked me. You weren't who you said you were. You didn't do what you said you were gonna do. So now you're gonna charge me again. But I already made a plea. It's like I already served my time, I already paid society, but now you're coming back to charge me. And so I guess that's what good money buy, honey, good lawyers. And so all of this was brought out today. So it's a situation where back in 2005 he already plead to this situation, if this makes sense. I'm no lawyer. I'm just giving you the tea as I get it, honey. That's why it's hot tea. But anyway, so and now he's free. The bigger, look, I wouldn't say the bigger question, because a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people, are saying, that justice isn't served. But we have to keep in mind that if we take away the past 3 years, he already dealt with or already actually guilty to uh these allegations or whatnot. So this is the situation. It was brought up that he already made this plea and that we can't take him to trial because that's what the plea was, to avoid the trial. So now somewhere along the line, they decided, okay, forget what you said, we want to go to trial. And it just doesn't work that way when you're dealing with the law. Anyway, Sunday Vibes 813 on YouTube, Sunday Vibes 813 on Facebook, and Sunday Vibes 813 on IG. Listen, get in the comments. Tell me what you think. My opinion. All right, I'm glad you asked. In my opinion, shout out to the victims and justice needs to be served in any situation. I mean, if in any situation, especially a situation as such, right? On the other hand, it's really hard for a bulk of people, his fans, a whole generation of people that grew up with this character that we look at as a real person, and even in real life, consciously knowing that this is a character. This kind of was your dad. I mean, we kind of look forward to going to college, and we kind of it kind of was an escape from a reality, and you really tuned in and put yourself in these characters' positions. Back in the day, this was kind of one of the few role black. I mean, you were talking about a dad that's a doctor and a mom that's a lawyer. Even as a child, that it sounds like a good environment. You understand? So mentally, you escape your environment and you go here. So it's kind of hard to separate this character, this person, this man that we know from what he's being accused of. So, but once again, but first and foremost, my heart will go out to the victim. So that's just that. I'm kind of torn in between the two. I guess that is my verdict. I still watch the Cosby Show and some more stuff. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all about what's going on with R. Kelly in a minute. Y'all stay tuned. Sunday Vibes 813. Listen. Get in the comments. Tell me what you think. Check out this new intro. I'm coming to you as much as I can. It's so much tea drop today. So much tea drop today. T and Tiny, I wanted to get into that. We got into the Gorilla Glue Girl, Carmelo. It's so much tea going on out here in these streets. Listen, make sure you're watching Sunday. I'm Miss Peaches. I'm going to get up out of here. Peace.
Yeah. Plans that I had in the future. I remember I was thinking about babies, whether a boy or girl, and what we would name it. It hurts we never made it. I just assumed that you lied when you told me you never leave me.